So you have applied a sponsorship application for your spouse, that is the Outland sponsorship application. And now you want to meet your spouse and you want to invite them on a visit visa to Canada. And you are worried that whether you should go for a visit visa application for your spouse or not. Then you are at the right place. Stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel, Sans Global Immigration, and our today's topic is about the visit visa application in case the spousal sponsorship application is already in process. So the question is whether you should apply for visit visa or not, and if yes, how can you strengthen your application. So guys, I'm a licensed immigration consultant operating from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. And if you want to book a consultation with me or one-to-one session with me to discuss your application or any doubts and issues, then you can book a consultation with us at the below number. And don't forget to subscribe our channel and do follow us on Instagram and Facebook also. Without wasting any time, let's begin with today's video. So the biggest myth people have in their mind is that they cannot apply a visitor visa if their spousal sponsorship application is already in process. So guys, this is a myth. It's not true. Depending upon how you explain to the visa officer your application, you can definitely go ahead and apply for a visit visa for your spouse. So basically, you have now applied for the spousal sponsorship application. That is an Outland spousal sponsorship application for your spouse. And now considering whether you can apply a visit visa or not. Yes, definitely we can go ahead and apply a visit visa for your spouse. But yes, in this application, you have to go ahead and express your explanation to the visa officer regarding the dual intent of your application. So basically, you have to express that there is a dual intent in your application. Now let's talk about what actually is dual intent. Dual intent means that you already have an ongoing PR application, but at the same time, you also want to apply for a temporary residence application also. This is a dual intention, a double intention, basically a PR application also and a parallel TR application also. Now talking about the temporary residence application. So the basic premise, the basic underlying reason that a visa officer looks in your temporary residence application before approving it is that you will leave Canada at the end of the time authorized. So basically the visa officer should be satisfied that you will at the end leave Canada. So this is the basic premise of the approval of the temporary residence application. At the same time, you also have a permanent residence application. So this is now creating a conflict. So one way you are applying for the temporary residence application, and at the same time you also have a PR application ongoing, which means that you want to live in Canada permanently. So basically this is creating a kind of conflict that you are saying in your temporary application that you will leave Canada, and also you are having a simultaneously PR application. So basically a conflict of your intentions. You are applying for a temporary residence, but your main intention is also to live in Canada permanently. So here what comes is known as the dual intent. So in such scenario, you should explain your dual intent to the visa officer to convince him that you are applying for a temporary residence application but have a PR application ongoing. So you mention everything in the letter of explanation that you have an ongoing PR application, but you also have to explain to the visa officer that if the conditions are such that in case your PR application gets refused, or maybe you are ineligible for that application, then in that scenario, you will leave Canada at the end of your authorized time period. So you have to explain this to the visa officer so that he gets satisfied that in case your PR does not get approved, then you will not overstay your visit visa. Right? And also, if your spousal sponsorship application is already approved in principle, right, or the stage 1 of your spousal sponsorship application is already approved, then there are very, very low chances of your visitor visa getting rejected. So in such a scenario, there are high chances that your spouse's visitor visa will get approved. So if you have passed that stage, approved in principle or approved the stage 1 approval, then you can really go ahead and apply for the visitor visa. There are very good chances of the approval. And also remember, the visa officer will also look at the home ties for the spouse. So you have to show strong home ties for the spouse who is applying for the visitor visa. Show that he has good property in hometown, or maybe a good employment which he's working upon, a stable job he has family over there. So you have to show good home ties also. The visa officer will also consider in your application while he checks that what in case your PR gets refused. So you should also mention a kind of plan in your letter of explanation that in case your PR gets refused, then you have a plan to go back to your home country. So he will make sure that you already have a plan in case your PR gets refused. So if you are able to explain all these points, then there is a good chance of visitor visa application for your spouse, even though the spousal sponsorship application is in process. And also many people have come to me with this doubt in their mind that if we apply the visit visa, then this will negatively impact my spousal sponsorship application. So there is no such thing. These two are both separate applications, and it will in no way affect your permanent residence application, provided that there is no misrepresentation from you in either of the applications or difference of information in either of the application. You are mentioning a different employment in your PR application and a different information on your visit visa application. So there should be not any such thing. There should be a uniformity of information. You should always disclose truthful information in both your application. And some good reasons to keep in mind while you're filing your application. The good reasons due to which the visitor visa application has good approval chances are: always attach a letter of invitation from the spouse who is residing in Canada to invite you. A letter of invitation is a very important document. Also mention a strong reason of visit. Strong reason could be your marriage anniversary or birthdays of either of you, or any such good reasons that why you want to visit your spouse in Canada. And apart from invitation letter and good reason, make sure that all the forms are complete, all the important documents are submitted. Also take care of the proof of funds. Make sure you are giving your bank statements for like 5 to 6 months, and also details about your employment, what you are currently doing in your home country, whether studying, whether employment. So something you are tied to, you are bound to, so that you will go back to your home country after your visit. And remember, dual intent is also now updated by IRCC on their website, because earlier there was a lot of confusion in people's mind whether we can go with the visit visa application or not. So now it's officially updated on their site. So I hope you liked my video and it was informative for you. And now you know whether you can apply for your spouse's visit visa or not. And yes, in fact, even if you have some doubts or queries now, or if you want to proceed with your application with us, or if you want to take a one-to-one consultation with me, then go ahead and book a consultation on the below WhatsApp number. And also don't forget to subscribe my channel, and also you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you.